In our last episode on Romans 11, we discovered that one of the reasons that salvation has come to the nations is to provoke Israel to jealousy. As we look further into Romans 11, let's jump to the olive tree verses starting in verse 17. Hi, I'm Cantor from Tiferet Yeshua congregation right here in Tel Aviv. Stick around till the end and I'm going to tell you how to get my free ebook. Also, if you want to join me and my wife Ilana in Israel for the most memorable life-changing tour, just go to livingstonesisrael.com. In verse 17, Paul begins his well-known discourse comparing Jews and Gentiles to cultivated branches and wild branches of an olive tree. The olive tree represents, in my opinion, the household of God, the one new man. It contains those Jews and non-Jews who have embraced the new covenant. Paul refers to it in Ephesians as the, quote, Commonwealth of Israel. To be clear, that is not Israel proper. Australia and Canada and several other nations are part of what's called the British Commonwealth, having the Queen of England as their monarch, but still maintaining independence as nations. They are not British citizens, but they have a unique relationship with her people. Paul refers to the unique relationship between Jewish and non-Jewish believers in Ephesians 4 times as a great mystery. In verse 6 he says, "This mystery is that the Gentiles are joint heirs and fellow members of the same body and co-sharers of the promise in Messiah Yeshua through the good news." God's plan was never to make everyone Jewish, but to reach the world through the Jews with the gospel. We read in Isaiah 49, "It is too small a thing for you to be my servant to restore the tribes of Jacob and bring back those of Israel I have kept. I will also make you a light for the Gentiles, that my salvation may reach to the ends of the earth." God says reaching just the Jewish people is too small a task. I want the whole world, he says. It's also interesting to note that our ethnic identity is significant to God. In Revelation 7, we see a multitude in heaven, quote, "from every nation, tribe, people, and language standing before the throne and before the Lamb." After Yeshua returns, Zechariah says that the nations will come to Jerusalem every year to celebrate the Feast of Tabernacles and worship the King. That's a great picture of the Commonwealth of Israel. However, as we have shared in the past episodes, there is strong evidence that the Roman non-Jewish believers did not view themselves as part of Israel's Commonwealth or joint heirs with the Jews, but as replacements for the Jews. So Paul explains it to them with the analogy of an olive tree. And in our next episode, we will go verse by verse explaining that analogy. I hope this video has been a blessing to you. To get my free ebook, The 15 Most Important Facts About the Israeli-Palestinian Conflict, just go to roncan.net/15facts and make sure that the F is capitalized. This video has been brought to you by our congregation, Tiferet Yeshua, right here in Tel Aviv. For more information, just go to reachtelaviv.org. And while you're there, consider making a generous donation so that we can continue to share the good news of Yeshua right here in our city and bring you more of these weekly videos. Now, don't forget to subscribe. Shalom from Tel Aviv.